yesterday we created an item. In this video we will see how to display that item which we have created. So first, in services, queries, items, item.ts, you have to write the GetItem function. So we have already written the GetItem function, but in this we will write the GetItem implementation details. First we are fetching it from the Redis by using hgetAll, and we are passing the id, and the items key is the helper function. If we are not getting any item, then we are sending as null. If we are getting an empty object, if we are getting some item, then we are deserializing it. Next is the deserialization function. So yeah, uh, so in deserialization, whatever, so all values in Redis are stored in the form of string. So we have to convert it to proper data type. So id, name, description, image URL, highest bid user id and owner id are fine, but created at and ending at, we have to convert it back to date time. And views like price and bids are converted to %, and parse float. Next, in services, types.ts, this is how the item looks like. So I have defined an interface for it. In pages API, GetItem.ts, we have created a post API call. You can make it as get as well, that's not an issue. So but we want the id from whoever is calling the API. Then we will call the GetItem function, which we have defined in services. And if there is some item, we are sending back the item. If not, we are sending back null. And we had already created pages slash create item.ts tsx in the last video. We have also done this API calling. The only thing which you have to add is we have to use router.push slash item slash data dot item id. So it would redirect to that particular item which is just created. uh, so for that, we have to create in the pages folder and items folder, and inside that, in square brackets, id.tsx. so this id would be dynamic, depending on on the backend. So we don't know what the id would be, that's why it is in a square bracket. And like I have created a normal component of item id, and I'm just displaying those kind of a data. If you don't find any data, I'm sending displaying no such item found. If there is some data, then I have displaying in h tag, image tag, or p tag, nothing fancy. And inside the same component, I'm using get server side prop, so that this page can be server side rendered. And we are getting the id from the previous page, so I am using context.query to get the id, and then I'm calling the get item API. Whenever you are calling an API inside get server side pro, it needs the absolute URL. So if you just use slash API slash get item, it won't work. You have to write the full URL, like http colon slash slash localhost colon 3000 slash API slash get item. And the method is post. I'm sending back the id, and I'm waiting for the response. Once I get the response, I'm getting it as a prop inside the item id function. So yeah, that's it. Bye.